Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Thanks all for stopping by once again here tonight on the stream, as we got two teams that's been rolling recently with massive winning streaks going up against one another tonight. Should be a fun one here. Celtics coming off a win yesterday on the road at Toronto and now taking on Detroit. Night number 2 of a back-to-back tonight for Boston coming into this matchup, and they are rolling 42-16 record, 24-6 on the road. Currently the best road record in the NBA right now. They're still chasing down Cleveland, 6 games back of the Cavs in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics have won 6 straight games in a row, part of just a 3-game gauntlet that they have straight in a row on their schedule. Tonight against the Pistons, which has won 7 straight games. That's an NBA second best behind Cleveland, who has won 8 straight games. The Celtics looking to see if they can snap the Pistons, who have a 7-game winning streak, and then they'll take on the Cavs, which have an 8-game winning streak on Friday. In Detroit, by the way, playing some excellent basketball, up to a 32-26 record right now. They are 15-13 on their home court, number 6 in the Eastern Conference, a half game behind the Milwaukee Bucks currently for the number 5 spot. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. I just posted in the chats, if you're a sports betting person, I highly recommend tonight taking Peyton Pritchard, as his numbers are officially out for tonight's game. For Peyton Pritchard, for his points on the over and for his 3-point shots on the over tonight. And hopefully that will go through for you guys tonight. Peyton Pritchard, night number 2 of back-to-back, he has been rolling. He is averaging 19.9 points per game, shooting just under 55% from the floor and shooting above 50% from the perimeter on 0 days of rest this season against the Pistons. He has dropped down a bunch of massive games. This is his last. I'm going to see if I can get his last couple of games up here versus Pistons, because I read off those numbers yesterday for what Peyton Pritchard had against the Pistons, and this is what he's had. Peyton Pritchard has scored at least 19 points in 5 straight games against the Pistons. Here's what he's got: 27. He dropped down on the last meeting on December 12th. He had 19 in back-to-back games in the first 2 meetings on December 4th and October 26th. 20 points last year on March 22nd. And then March 18th of last year, he had 23. So he is averaging in his last 5 games around 21 points per game for Peyton Pritchard coming into this matchup against Cleveland for him. Or against Detroit coming into this matchup. He's shooting 17 for 35 from 3-point range in the previous 3 games. Just ripping down a bunch of threes entering this game tonight. And yeah, quite a bit of injury updates right now. So Porzingis is available, so they got him listed as available tonight in the Celtics Twitter page for this game. So he is starting. Yesterday, that was not the case. He was a late scratch like 5 minutes before tip-off. But Jaylen Brown is out tonight. We saw Jaylen Brown last night. He was like hobbling on the floor in the late stretch of the third quarter. He was on the bench for quite a while. It's listed as a left thigh contusion for Jaylen Brown, so he is out tonight. Luke Cornett still out. It's listed as personal reasons for Luke Cornett, so he's out. But Porzingis and Sam Hauser are both available tonight. Both were listed on the injury report, but KP good to go tonight for this game. What's good, everybody? Welcome in, and glad to have you guys back in once again. Harry, glad to have you back in. Vegas, welcome back in, brother. Devin, welcome to the stream. Daniel, James, welcome on board. Where was I 2013? I actually had a baseball game that day. So interesting story here. So during my baseball game, we were on spring break for high school. I think I was a junior in high school that year. Yep, I was a junior in high school. And the day after, we were leaving from Boston for my performance group to perform out in Florida. So I actually had a couple of games off. So I had to tell the baseball coach like a couple months ahead of time. And unfortunately, it really dampened my playing time that year because I was involved in so much stuff. I was part of like a show performance group that we were performing that year for the scheduled stuff down in Florida on April break, and that was right during school break. So we had a road baseball game that day. It was at Greater New Bedford Voc Tech that we were playing, and then we were coming back, and then I turned on the news after I got home in the afternoon and saw what happened. Just absolutely crazy. I know people, personally know people that say that they were classmates with the person that did it. He went to UMass Dartmouth. I do my broadcasting for sports broadcasting there. I got the women's basketball team tomorrow. I'm doing the broadcast for them in the conference tournament semifinals for them. But the guy actually went to UMass Dartmouth. And my girlfriend, she's from Belmont, Mass. But her grandmother lives in Watertown. And the guy was captured in the boat across from the apartment building that my girlfriend's grandmother lives in. Just crazy. Arsenal Drive in Watertown. Every single time we go towards like the Arsenal Mall, and we see like whenever we go towards that area, she tells me exactly where it is, where the guy got captured in the boat, hiding in somebody's boat, right across from where my girlfriend's grandmother's apartment is in Watertown. Just a crazy story. Yeah, and we were flying out to Boston the next day, like 2 a.m, flying out to Orlando. We were the last flight to leave on that day after the 2013 Boston Marathon. Just absolutely crazy what happened. And then we were coming back. We got rerouted from Orlando to Toledo. We got rerouted because they couldn't take us into Boston. They shut down the entire city for like two straight days. What's good, Dial on the stream? Welcome in. Yes, I still think the Celtics able to win this game. They certainly got enough firepower. Jason Tatum, he's only played 1 game out of 3 so far against the Pistons. He had 37 back on October 26th. Going to get to my top 5 picks for tonight here. Jason Tatum did not play in the previous 2 games against Detroit. They won both of those games against the Pistons, 3-0 against Detroit. The Celtics have had their number. The Celtics have won 12 straight games against Detroit. Last loss was back on February 16, 2022, 112-111. Lost that game by 1. But so far this year, the Celtics won 124-118 on October 26th. That was with Jason Tatum playing in that game in the first week of the season. And Tatum didn't play in the previous 2 back in December as he rested for both of those games. Celtics won December 4th at Boston, 130-120. Celtics won again 123-99 on December 12th. Here's what I got tonight. Top 5 picks plus a couple bonus picks that I posted in the chat with Peyton Pritchard. Jason Tatum over 28.5 points for JT tonight. I get a feeling that he's going to go off in this game for Tatum. He's got a streak of 7 straight games where he's dropped down to at least 31 against Detroit. He is averaging 35 points per game in his previous 7. against the Pistons. He had 37 in his lone meeting against Detroit back on October 26th. Jaylen Brown's out tonight. Jason Tatum's averaging 30.3 points per game in 9 games without Jaylen Brown this season. I like Jason Tatum to go over 3.5 threes as well. He drilled 6 threes in that first meeting back on October 26th against the Pistons. Pistons' struggling point this season has been their perimeter defense. They ranked 28th in the NBA, allowing opposing power forwards at the three-point line. They ranked 27th this season in three-point perimeter defense total. That is their main weakness, is perimeter defense. And we see a lot of these teams like the Knicks. They're one of those teams. I think the Celtics got the Utah Jazz upcoming. They're at the bottom of the NBA in perimeter defense, but Detroit's right with them right now, a bottom 4 team in the league in perimeter defense. And the Celtics, when they take on a team like that, that's their bread and butter, is the 3-ball. And if their shots are falling, they're getting a lot of good looks and knocking down their shots like they've been recently, then it's going to be a tough one for Detroit tonight, because you still got Tatum, White, Pritchard. You got 3 guys right there is averaging over 3 made threes per game. And when you're taking on a below average defense in allowed threes, that number is going to skyrocket more to like 4, 5, 6 for those individual players tonight. That's where I like Derek White as well, over 16.5 points tonight. He's going to have to step up. He's averaging 20 points per game in his 8 games that he's played without Jaylen Brown this season. He scored 17 plus in his last 5 of the 6 games against the Pistons. Derek White over 3.5 made threes, like that number as well. He's got 11 combined threes in the previous 2 games. He is on a red hot streak right now for White post All-Star break. And yeah, I talked about the Pistons' 27th ranked defense at defending the perimeter this season. That is their Achilles heel. And Derek White went 7 for 12 in the last meeting from 3 against the Pistons. And I like the over in this game tonight at 226.5. That over is slightly under right now. I think it's around like 225.5, like a point and a half lower than what I got it since Jaylen Brown has been ruled out. But still like the over in this game. The first 2 out of 3 hit the over this season. One of the scores was 130 to 120 when the Celtics took on the Pistons. That was on December the 4th, and then 124-118 on October 26th. The other game went slightly under, 123 to 99 on December 12th. And then a couple bonus picks in here that I posted in the chat for you guys. If you're a sports betting person out there, I would highly recommend tonight to take Peyton Pritchard. If you're a sports betting person out here, you got less than 3 minutes before tip-off, make sure to take Peyton Pritchard tonight. This is what he's done. He is averaging 21.7 points per game, 52% shooting on 49% from 3 in 3 games this season against the Pistons. His over-under tonight for player props at 13.5 points, over 2.5 made threes. That is it for Peyton Pritchard. So if you're a sports betting person out there, you got 50 seconds to lock in Peyton Pritchard right now. Make sure to lock him in over the points, over the made threes right before the start of this game. Here we go. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, the starting 5 for the Celtics, going up against Cade Cunningham, Tim Hardaway Jr., Ausar Thompson, Malik Beasley. Beasley's coming off the bench, so is Pritchard, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. So Detroit starting lineups: Cunningham, Hardaway Jr., Ausar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. Jaylen Brown is out tonight, so he is not playing. That's due to a left thigh contusion he suffered in the third quarter yesterday. Luke Cornett's out as well. Jaden Ivey and Dennis Schroeder both listed out tonight for the Pistons. What's good, Michael? Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in the stream, man. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. About to tip off here in just a moment for this game. I also have Simone Fontecchio, who is listed out due to a finger injury for Detroit. So they got 3 guys listed out, Celtics with 2. Celtics white jerseys, green numbers, green letters. They're going left to right on the floor in this matchup. Pistons blue jerseys, red numbers, red letters, right to left for Detroit as we are underway, and the Celtics control the opening tip. Boston first possession. Derek White at the left wing perimeter. Lobs it off to Horford. Horford left baseline. Defended by Jalen Duren. 1-on-1. Horford gets the start. Moves it out right corner. Drew Holiday back in the starting lineup. Took the 3. Missed off the back rim. No good. Tatum couldn't track it down. Got tipped up to the Pistons for the defensive rebound. First possession now for Detroit. 7-game winning streak. Harris. That was a good look right there at a 3. And he is able to make it. Wow. It's a Great shot to begin there for Detroit. Tobias Harris, like, where in the world was that when he used to play for Philadelphia? Derek White at the right wing, sends it outside. Porzingis pops up for the three. Off the rim, no good. A rebound to pull down by Cade Cunningham. Second possession of the game now for the Pistons. Cade Cunningham working on Holiday 101. Dribbles up, drives on Drew at the low block. Jumper, fall away, got it. For a two by Cade Cunningham. 5-zip now for Detroit. Celtics going to get something right now. White puts the ball into the hands to Holiday. Might be some rust for Drew Holiday. Hasn't played in a while for him. Holiday slides it off to White. Catch and fire. 3 off the back rim, no good. Duran secures the defensive rebound. Celtics start off 0 for 3 on their first 3 possessions tonight. Coming off the screen, Tim Hardaway Jr. bricked it off the back rim. The rebound secured for the Celtics here. Derek White up the floor. Lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum at the right baseline. He is mismatched right now. Tatum 1-on-1. Rises for the jumper. Deep 2. Off the rim. No good. A rebound secured by Tobias Harris. They can't get anything to start off in the first minute and a half right now. Settling for way too many deep jumpers for the Celtics. Pistons with possession. Slowing down tempo. Top of the free throw circle. Jalen Duren. Hand off to Cunningham. Cunningham drives into Horford. Stripped and fouled, according to the ref. So Al Horford reaches in. That's a tough call right there. As Al is shaking his head right now to the officials. Hey, what's good? Ricardo, Renjeff, TC, glad to have you guys back in tonight. Yeah, tough call. That looked like he got ball and stripped Cunningham, but Cunningham was going up. They're going to say it's a shooting foul, so he was going up on his shooting motion. Cade Cunningham will shoot 2 shots here at the free throw line. First one's good. Second free throw is good. 7-0. They got 4 possessions so far, yet to make anything work. 5th possession of the game, Derek White at the left wing. Guarded by Cunningham. Lobs it off to Porzingis. They're going to see if they can smash it down low. Porzingis, his shot inside the key came up short. Yeah, he is struggling with a touch recently for Porzingis. He was excellent like a month ago or so, but recently he has been really struggling with his shooter's touches. Harris sneaks around Porzingis. Missed off the mark, no good. Shoved off the rim, around and out. Missed by Duren as Harris tried to save it and send it off. Duren who bobbled it. Porzingis came over the steal. Here goes Tatum attacking the rack. There we go for 2, up and in off the glass. Jason Tatum on the board first to begin tonight for Boston. 7-2 for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, guarded by Horford. Lobs it off to Cade. Cunningham's working on Holiday. Gets around Drew, a jumper, deep 2. That missed off the mark as Tatum secures the defensive rebound. Jason Tatum, pocket pass, and intercepted. As they will go to full court outlet, and Jalen Duren shuts down the door with a right-handed flush. Man, they're pretty good in the fast break, too. Number 2 team in the NBA, just under 19 points per game in the fast break this season. Hey, what's good, Troy? Welcome back in, man. Tatum, on the contact here around the perimeter, able to pick up the ball right at the midcourt logo. Sends it off to White. White attacks, kick out, corner. Porzingis back outside to Tatum. This Pistons defense setting their feet, getting ready right now. Tatum, unbelievable. Skip pass out to the wing. Horford couldn't finish as he missed a wide open uncontested 3, and the Pistons come back with a basketball. Hardaway attacks right on Horford. Blocked off the glass by Horford. Celtics with possession. Derek White at the left wing. Lobs it off to Al Horford, top of the key, and his pass almost missed the line there to Tatum, but Tatum able to reach out and secure it. Tatum playing an ISO ball, step back 3 in the air over Cade, missed off the mark, no good. Nothing can fall right now. Complete opposite from yesterday. Everything was dropping early on to begin the game, and right now shooting 1 for 8 to begin this. Cade Cunningham, just a wide open layup line as he was able to slither past Horford and Holiday an easy 2. 11-2 right now. Struggling start here. Porzingis, tough shot, fall away, no good, pinwheeled out, rebound secure by Duren. Cunningham up the floor finds Harris. Harris out fake and draws contact and fouled. That's on Porzingis. Yikes. 2 free throws coming up by Tobias Harris. Yeah, this Pistons team's been playing with confidence recently. They don't have that tone setter tonight, Jaylen Brown, and look what happens. Just nobody even bothering to attack the rim in this game. Everybody reverting back to their old habits, settling for deep jumpers and missing those low percentage shots right now. Cavs 8 straight wins in a row. Pistons 7 straight wins in a row. Then the Celtics got 6 straight wins in a row. Celtics got their week cut out for them this week for the teams that they're going up against. Both of them are good at the free throw line. 13-2. Gotta get something going on right now. Tatum, bounce pass, backdoor cutter. Porzingis scores, plus the foul. There we go. And one coming up here by KP. Man, Jason Tatum's assists lately, they've just gone through the roof. Absolutely gone through the roof recently. Tonight was Holiday, White, Tatum, Horford, and Porzingis. Free throw is good. 13-5 right now. Cunningham crosses midcourt, defended by Holiday. The lob gets sent over to Duran. Handoff. Cade, a straightaway 3. Came off the rim short. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Tatum push pass up the floor off to Drew. Holiday backs his way in. Cade inside the key. Drew Holiday 1-on-1 versus Cade off the pivot. Scores up and it off the backboard. It's a really good sight to see right there. Drew Holiday with his first basket made today. Oscar Thompson. Top of the free throw circle, fires it off to Duran. Duran, hand off to Cade, gonna let him play. Looked like he got away with a legal screen right there, but the lob either way got deflected by Porzingis, intercepted by the Celtics. Holiday, off fake, Holiday passes over to his teammate, cutting to the hoop. It's Tatum, who shoves it through with a 2-handed flush. Celtics in the 7-zip run, they finally start to show up now. What's good, Ward? Welcome in. 7-0 run in a 1-minute clip. Cade, lob, down low. Thompson, runner, gutted to go. Derek White with possession at the left wing. White, left baseline dribble. White tiptoes the baseline. Kick out, corner. Holiday looking to be an X factor tonight. Couldn't make the 3. It was wide open at the near side corner. Couldn't send it down. Celtics are struggling from 3. 0 for 6 right now from the perimeter. Cade attacks over Porzingis. No good off the mark. Tipped around. Tatum with a plethora of rebounds so far. He's got 4 boards. Seems like he's got much more than 4 rebounds so far. Midway through the opening quarter. Holiday down low inside the key. Off the glass. He missed it from point blank range. Tobias Harris on the contest there. Celtics struggling just with 9. Also Thompson lost the handle of the basketball and turns it over. That's a gift right back to Boston. It'll be Boston basketball once we get back from the timeout. Timeout taken on the floor. Pistons will burn one here. 15-9 as Detroit leads. Yeah, you're going to need some offensive firepower with Peyton Pritchard to get into this game because it's just not happening so far right now. The wheels are stuck for this team. Jason Tatum been a lone guy to show up so far. 4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist by Tatum. Porzingis with 3. And Drew Holiday with 2. Derek White's only attempted 1 shot so far. So he's going to start to be more aggressive. And the Pistons led by Cade Cunningham with 6. 5 points by Tobias Harris. Yeah, no Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, third quarter. Last game, he got hurt. And he's out tonight. So he's out due to a right thigh contusion for Jaylen Brown tonight. "12 straight wins Celtics got in a row against Detroit." All right, so right now with a timeout, this stream, by the way, is sponsored by BetUS, where you can bet on this season's sports action with BetUS. It's an A-plus rated sports book, which has been running since 1994. It's available in all 50 U.S. states. Bet on your favorite sports teams, players, and sporting events with BetUS. And for new sports bettors who go to the BetUS website, you'll receive a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits of up to $2,000. Use my BetUS channel link, which is posted in the description of the video and also pinned into the chat to get started with BetUS, or you can click the QR code at the bottom corner of the screen. So check out my new sponsor, BetUS. The link is in the description of the video, pinned into the chat to get started. BetUS has been changing the game for over 30 years. (15-9). Cade Cunningham tied for 3rd in the NBA this season. He has got 8 triple-doubles this year for Cade Cunningham. Red hot start he has got so far. The game leader, 6 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. I mean, this man's going to be something special for years to come. That first year that he was in the league, when they didn't win much, they didn't do too much winning for his first couple years so far in the league until this year, where right now they are 32-26. That's their best record in quite a bit of time for the Pistons. But his first year really showed something when his team wasn't playing in the playoffs that year, but he was going to the playoff games, and with him and his teammates, and seeing what the guys in the playoffs were doing and stuff like that, and reading the game, being able to capture it with his very own eyes. And he has grown every single season for Cade Cunningham. Peyton Pritchard, first time on the floor. His 3 just got blocked, and a jumper misfired by Tobias Harris. He is livid right now at the officials. He thought he clearly got fouled by Jordan Walsh, who was defending him. Tatum, crossover, crosses the ankles of Cunningham, jacks up the 3, right down the chute, delivers. Bang, bang right there for Jason Tatum. Puts the game-winning 3 right now. Jason Tatum going to have to go off tonight. 5 of the floor look like this for the Celtics. Porzingis, Tatum, Pritchard, who comes out with a steal. Jordan Walsh, Sam Hauser up the floor. Walsh bobbled it off the 2-on-1 fast break as he couldn't handle Hauser's pass cleanly around 5 feet from the rim. Duran blows the open layup. Got followed, though, by Porzingis. There's been some questionable whistles in this game right now. Porzingis now look like a clean contest. Hey, what's good? Rain in the stream. Uncle Pizzle, what's good? Welcome back in, man. Yeah, so Jaylen Brown's out tonight, so he's not playing tonight. He got hurt like late 3rd quarter last night. They rolled him out due to a thigh contusion tonight. 2 free throws here by Jalen Duran. The first one's good. Neemias Queta going to get some playing time right now as he checks in for the first time tonight. And Porzingis will head towards the bench. Second free throw by Duran. That's off the rim. Queta collects the defensive rebound. So 5 in the court right now for the Celtics look like this. Pritchard, Hauser, Jordan Walsh, Jason Tatum, Neemias Queta. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Working on one defender right now for JT. Crossover. Tatum guarded by Malik Beasley. Tatum jumper. 15-footer straight away. Swushes it. Man, he is money right now for Jason Tatum. Absolutely in the zone. Averaging 30 points per game without Jaylen Brown in 9 games this season. He's got 9-4-1 right now for points, rebounds, and assists as Cunningham floats up the runner, connects on it on the 12-footer. Cade Cunningham with 8 currently. Tatum has it at the edge of the midcourt logo, guarded by Harris 101. Gets around the screen set by Queta. Tatum jacks up the 3, drills another one. Bang, bang, baby for Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum averaging over 35 points per game in his previous 6 straight games against the Pistons. 6 games in a row where he has dropped 31 points or greater. Cunningham backs his way on Pritchard. Cunningham, jumper, mid-range, skidded off the rim, no good, deflected out of bounds, off Detroit last. Celtics starting to make this physical right now. Leading the lead and playing through JT right now. Down by 1, trying to creep up and take this lead for the first time tonight. I mean, Jason Tatum absolutely in the zone. 18-17 the Pistons. Celtics get the inbound. Pritchard running the point at the right wing. Peyton Pritchard lobs it over to Tatum, top of the key. Back into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles up to the right wing. Pocket pass off to Tatum, top of the free throw circle. Tatum draws the double team, gets it away. Pritchard up fake, side step to his left. Peyton Pritchard, swash! Right down the chute, delivers in the triple. Celtics first lead of the night. I talked about who was going to make an impact tonight in this game. I had 3 guys that I named. Jason Tatum, one of them. Peyton Pritchard, another. Derek White was the third. And right now, Tatum and Pritchard started to get buckets recently as Oscar Thompson will draw the foul underneath to charge Takeda. We're going to take a timeout on the floor here. 20-18. Celtics with their first lead in the night right now with 2:35 left to go in the first. Good start to bounce back. They were down. The score was 13-2 to start off this game. 13-2. Yeah, Detroit's been really good this season, so this is a great test for them. No Jaylen Brown tonight, no Luke Cornett. Luke Cornett is just so underrated. He's been a massive positive plus, helping out the team in so many different ways this year. So that's 2 big losses tonight that they have. But either way, no matter who's out, finding ways to win, that's the key. And they did that yesterday. They had 4 guys out. Tonight they have Porzingis and Holiday back. But man, it's the Jason Tatum show tonight, and this is his matchup. Jason Tatum going right back to my top 5 picks for tonight. My very first pick I got, Jason Tatum over 28.5 points for him. I was looking at his previous splits against the Pistons, and he has gone off against this team. Celtics are 3-0 against Detroit this year. Jason Tatum has only played in 1 game out of the 3 against Detroit. So Tatum played in the first week of the season. That's the last time he took on the Pistons, October 26th. Tatum dropped down 37 points in that game in 38 minutes. So yeah, he's got his number all over this team. Peyton Pritchard does as well. This is what Jason Tatum has done against the Pistons in the last 6 games. He is averaging 35 points per game in the last 6 games on 47.7% from the floor, 42.6% from 3 for Tatum. He's averaging 4.8 made threes per game in the previous 6 games against Detroit. This is his last 6 games against Detroit. 37, 31, 38, 34, 43, 31. He's got 6 straight games in a row where he scored at least 31 for Peyton Pritchard against this team. This guy just, he ain't gonna let his team lose tonight against the Pistons, who's won 7 straight. And right now, he is just on just an absolute roll for him. Come post All-Star break, it might not be the scoring against some opponents. Like against the Raptors, he's got 6 straight games where he's been limited below 25 points. Scotty Barnes has got him locked up, but against Tobias Harris in this Pistons squad, or whoever you can throw at him, he just always has that offensive answer, and there's no stopping Tatum so far tonight. 2 shots here at the free throw line. This is Isaiah Stewart, who missed the first one. Second free throw rolls in. 2:35 left to go in the first. Celtics back with a possession. Peyton Pritchard on the floor with Tatum, Kata, Walsh, and Hauser. Pritchard at the left wing sends it on top off to Kata. Kata working on Stewart. Puts the ball into the hands to Tatum. He's got 12. Tatum gets his way right around Thompson here at the right wing. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum lost the handle of it. Also, Thompson cut him off. Picked it up with a steal. The acrobatic throwdown with a right hand finish flying up for number 5 for Detroit. That is Malik Beasley. So the Pistons take the lead back 21-20. You got to take care of the basketball, or this Pistons team gets back real quick in transition. Pritchard running the point at the edge of the midcourt logo. He is switch guarded by Isaiah Stewart. Slides it off to his right to Walsh. Walsh drives, attacks the paint, flies high over Stewart. Missed the slam dunk, no good though. And here goes Ausar Thompson on transition. Swings it outside to the top. Over to the wing to Beasley now. Malik Beasley. Top of the key, flings it over to the left wing to Marcus Sasser. Deep range three, straight away. Beasley lets it rain from the perimeter. 24-20. Man, he is playing with an it factor right now. Ausar Thompson definitely plays with an it factor. His brother Amen Thompson for sure plays with that it factor for Houston. Tatum, crafty behind the back dribble. Too much for that pass though, results in a turnover. Try to thread the needle to Keita on a triple team off an entry pass inside. And a bad follow, too, that the Celtics picked up on the loose ball. Yeah, that's just a little bit too much that he's trying to do. Tatum gets called in the foul as well after it got picked off by Harris. He bumps into Marcus Sasser. It was Harris who deflected it, and then Sasser came up with a steal. Just too much there for Tatum. Just try to thread the needle off an entry pass to Keita when he got triple teamed in the key, and he just misplaced it. That ball was sent just way too short of where Keita was rolling down. He needed to get much more air on that pass to Keita. Wasn't able to do that. So 2 free throws now at the line for Detroit. They're in the bonus. First one is missed by Marcus Sasser. Former Houston Cougar. Got some tough dudes out there representing Houston. Quentin Grimes, Marcus Sasser, Jabal Shed. I mean, this league is littered with players recently from Kelvin Sampson's squad for the Houston Cougars, for college hoops, and all those guys play with just physical, mental toughness for you guys. Tatum again turns it over, and Detroit able to score up and it off the backboard for 2. 26-20. 8-zip run by the Pistons here, last minute and 50. Pritchard has it at the edge of the midcourt logo. Pritchard dribbles up, drives inside the key, shovel pass, Keita, spin cycle, double T, bobbled it, lost it, another turnover. 3 straight turnovers in a row for the Celtics. Beasley off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound right back to him for a quarter 3, and he sinks it. Malik Beasley is playing with that it factor right now. Celtics got to get something going. Pritchard. Edge of the midcourt logo, defended 1-on-1 by Sasser. 10 seconds left. Pritchard. At the top of the key, still guarded by Sasser here. 5 seconds left. Pritchard dribbles up inside the key. Pritchard tied up, got it back though. Tatum, extra pass. Walsh at the buzzer. Couldn't get it off, and that's how we close out the ends of the first quarter. Actually, a shot clock violation there by Jordan Walsh puts this with .9 left to go in the first, so Detroit will have this final possession. It's a shot clock violation. Tatum decides not to attempt a 3, makes the extra pass, and Walsh couldn't get it off in time, and a 3-point shot at midcourt came up short by Sasser, and we close out at the end of 1. 29-20. Celtics right now getting punked against this Pistons squad. Man, tough start here. Pistons have lost 12 straight against Boston. And this is a totally different Pistons team. If the Pistons win this game, they're tied for 5th in the East with Milwaukee after tonight. Alright, so we head over to the timeout. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And what's good, Scott on the stream, welcome in. So this game is on NBC Sports Boston, so it's on regional networks. I'm not sure what it's on in the Detroit area, but I'm from the Boston area, so I get this game on NBC Sports Boston. Somebody else is going to step up and score the basketball. It's an issue that Derek White, he's only attempted 1 shot so far. He only played 6 minutes in the first quarter, so Joe Mazzulla is going to get him some more playing time, and he's going to start to be aggressive and get a lot more looks right now. Jason Tatum's basically the team. He's got more than half of the points. 12 out of the 20 coming through Jason Tatum on an efficient 5 for 7 shooting. The issue has been the turnovers. He's got 4 turnovers through one quarter right now. Celtics got to settle down. They've got 6 turnovers recently for them in that first quarter. That leads to fast break points, and that's where the Pistons have cut up the Celtics tonight. It's just been on the fast break. Fast break points have been the difference maker in this game. 12-2. The rebounds are 15-8 right now for Detroit. A lot of opportunities on the glass, second chancers, 3-0 second chance rebounds. Jalen Duren, 4 rebounds, 5 rebounds by Tobias Harris. Cade Cunningham, 8 points. Malik Beasley, he has got 8. He's having a big game coming off the bench. What's good, the Niger player, Bradley, welcome back in, guys. Yeah, this Pistons team's no joke. They win this game tonight, they're up to the 5 spot in the East. 7 straight wins by Detroit. So they will be tied with the Bucks if they win this game. And then if they keep on winning, they could surpass the Pacers. And that could put them right into the number 4 spots in the East. So right now they're currently 6, but they're not too far behind. They're only 1 game behind the Pacers, who's in 4th currently. So here we go. Back to action. Right to left on the floor. Cade Cunningham with a possession. Pistons with the ball. As he moves it off to Beasley. Beasley jacks up the 3, missed off the rim short. Pritchard collects the defensive rebounds. Celtics with their first possession in the second quarter. Horford launches the 3. That's way too short. Yeah, just playing way too much hero ball right now. 5 of the court look like this for the Celtics. Pritchard, Porzingis, Horford, White, and Holiday. They've had a lot of success with that double big lineup, but Malik Beasley coming off the bench looking real nice so far to begin this game. Knocks down the 2. 31-20. White. Bad pass intercepted. Holiday couldn't track it down. 2-on-1 off the fast break, and he score once again up and it off the glass. Malik Beasley. Once again, Celtics with 8 turnovers so far this game. Off the bench, he is just shredding the Celtics. He has got 12 points right now from the bench. Holiday at the right wing. Holiday backs his way, working on one defender. Reach and foul charged to Detroit. That's on number 00, Ron Holland II. Hey, what's good? Albin on the stream. Ice Ice Baby, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, doing pretty well. Today went pretty well. That's all I can ask for. Derek White knocks down a triple off the inbounds. Got assist right there by Porzingis. They get it back, winning 10. And Derek White's going to be much more aggressive. That's only his second shot attempt of the game. 1 for 2 right now for the floor. Holland jacks up the 3, and he's able to connect on it. And that is Sasser, actually, number 25. And both of them kind of have similar hairstyles there. Celtics already with 8 turnovers. Derek White at the right wing. Comes off the screen. Jacks up the 3. Bullseye. Drills another one. There you go. Aggressiveness. Following through right now, really ramping up the 3 ball and knocking down shots. Cunningham finds the trailer, throws it down with a 2 and a flush. It's Isaiah Stewart behind the defense. And Joe Mazzulla's going to burn a timeout. Not liking what he's seeing right now. Celtics not getting back, setting their feet defensively. And, yeah, that was a poor possession right there for Boston. 38-26, Pistons. Not coming off a back-to-back yesterday. Celtics are. And looks like we got a fresher team out there tonight in this one. And that's going to Detroit. Man, Malik Beasley right now has got the Celtics number. 12 points in 7 minutes from the bench by Malik Beasley. Cade Cunningham, 8 points. 5 each by Tobias Harris and Marcus Sasser. It's huge to see Derek White drill those 2 threes recently. So we have somebody else who can step up in the scoring column, because basically it was only Tatum. Now you got to get guys that can play defense. This Pistons team, they are fully locked in. This 7-game winning streak, they're putting up some big-time numbers for the Pistons. They're averaging on a 7-game winning streak as a team for the Pistons. They are averaging 125 points per game on the 7-game winning streak. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. And first time we'll go to the scoreboard update for today. Right now in the NBA, we got Pacers and Raptors tied up at 26. Knicks lead the Sixers right now. Sixers an absolute mess this season. 33-21. Blazers lead out Wizards 28-25. Highest win percentage improvement year over year, a 38% improvement this year for the 2024-25 Pistons. 07-08 Celtics were the best improvement ever at a 51.2% in NBA history. Pistons right now have the 6th best improvement winning percentage currently in a year span from last season to this season ever right now in NBA history. We get back to action. Celtics down by 12. 7-game winning streak for the Pistons. If they keep on winning, they'll go up to the 4 spot immediately in the East. Half game behind Milwaukee, just 1 game behind Indiana. Holiday turns the corner at the free throw circle. Dish outside of Horford. Launches the 3. Came off the rim short. Rebound gets secured by Ron Holland II for Detroit. Marcus Sasser. Hand off to Holland. Holland drives attack, swings it out to the top. Sasser up fake, guarded by Porzingis. Leaves him with space. Jacks up the 3, missed off the mark, no good. And Horford tips it off to Holiday for the defensive rebound. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Al Horford. That's the 5 of the floor as White lobs it inside off to Porzingis, who scores up and in off the backboard. 38-28 right now. No Tatum on the floor. Currently on the bench getting a breather. Going to get other players involved scoring here. It's basically been a one-man show tonight with 12 points in that first quarter through Jason Tatum. Cade Cunningham, top of the key, slides it off to his left to Malik Beasley. Comes off the screen, jacks up the 3, around the rim and out to White. Comes down with a defensive rebound. Derek White up the floor, hounded by Sasser. White off the screen set by Porzingis. Left baseline, Jibbo floats up the shot. Missed off the rim short. Tipped up to Sasser for the defensive rebound. And the Pistons have possession. Sasser launches right over Porzingis and drills it. 41-28. Man, the Porzingis is just out of place so far defensively. Bench points. Been just a major landslide in this game. 23-3 in favor of Detroit as Pritchard missed a shot from point-blank range. Peyton Pritchard ain't got much off the bench, just 3 for him with a lonely 3 points off the bench. And Ron Holland takes it through the defense, winds up and lays it up and in. 15-point lead. Man, you got young guys, first-year, second-year players. Ron Holland and Marcus Sasser, these guys are dropping down buckets. Future's really bright for this Detroit team. Celtics going to start to score here. Holiday bounce pass behind his back, off to Horford. His 3 missed off the rim short. Cunningham lets it go out of bounds, and it will go back to the Pistons. Yikes. Man, Al Horford just not it on his game tonight. Horford tonight 0 for 4 shooting in 11 minutes with nothing for him. Every single miss has been from the perimeter. Every single miss has been short. Under 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Cunningham slides it off to Sasser. Sasser back into the hands to Cunningham. Crossover, jumper, 15-footer over Holiday. Missed off the back rim, no good. Drew Holiday gets out-hustled by Isaiah Stewart, who collects the defensive rebound. Cunningham, his 3 off the back rim, no good. Defensive rebound finally by Al Horford. Drew Holiday right now looks lost on the floor. A couple of games back from injury. He looks lost right now. Turnaround jumper, baseline, missed off the mark, no good by Drew. That's just not your shot, man. Like, he usually gives up the ball to an open shooter. Missed 3 quickly up the floor by Sasser. Celtics with possession once again. Derek White at the right wing. Guarded by Cunningham. Slides it off to his left. Porzingis. Hand off White. Takes the 3. Came off the rim. Short to rebound. Secure by Stewart. Too much reliance upon 3. 30% shooting. Celtics come up with a steal. Where's the push of the basketball right now? Celtics just keep on slowing it down. It allows the Pistons defense to get set. Pritchard, pull-up J from the parking lot. Missed off the mark, no good. Horford, offensive rebound. Holiday, outside. White, into the hands to Porzingis. Back to Drew. Drew, dribble, drive. Swings it outside. Pritchard, extra pass. Porzingis on a 3. Zing. Got it. Finally. Timeout on the floor. 43-31. Great ball movement right there. Leaving up the Porzingis to zing in a triple. Giving you some sort of momentum right there. Yeah, we still got a long way left to go. They're coming off night number 2 of a back-to-back. I'm stunned about Pritchard so far. He's only got 3 points. Usually he's fresh off these back-to-backs. Usually he looks sharp when he takes on the Pistons. Not so much today. That starts off with the speed of the basketball. The teams that they blew out recently, Philadelphia and New York, they were going up quickly up the floor against those teams, and those teams had a lot of trouble getting back in transition. Tonight, the Celtics just keep on slowing it down. They don't want to push the basketball. That allows the Pistons defense to get set, and the Pistons have done a great job locking up the Celtics tonight. Celtics shooting just 37.5% for the floor and only 6 for 18 for the perimeter. Pistons 16 for 32, 50% total. Still got a long way left to go in this game. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. But yeah, they got to get Jason Tatum back on the floor, and Jason Tatum's going to have to carry this team tonight because he was doing exactly that in the first quarter. Yeah, welcome back in. Ice Ice Baby, Rand's in the stream. Glad to have you back in for the Philippines. Right now, we're on a quick break here. This stream, by the way, is sponsored by BetUS. Bet on the season sports action with BetUS. It's an A-plus rated sports book, which has been running since 1994. It's available to all 50 U.S. states. Bet on your favorite sports teams, players, and sporting events with BetUS. And for new sports bettors, you go to the BetUS website. You'll receive a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits of up to $2,000. Use my BetUS channel link, which is posted in the description of the video and pinned into the chat to get started with BetUS, or you can click the QR code at the bottom corner of the screen. So check out my new sponsor, BetUS. The link is posted in the description of the video, pinned in the chat as well. BetUS has been changing the game for over 30 years. Yes, Celtics can definitely come on back. So 12-point leads in the NBA. That's not too large. We've seen so many double-digit comebacks. There was a game from last month, or it was actually earlier this month, that the Celtics were down by 26 with like 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter against Philadelphia, and then they came all the way back and they won the game. They beat Philly by 8 in that game. So they were down by 26. They beat them by 8. It was a 34-point swing. So we still got a long way left to go. We still got, in total time, we still got around 30.5 minutes of game time remaining here tonight. 6.5 left to go in the third. Pistons wide open. Two-handed flush off the dunk by Jalen Duren. That is too easy. That is not how you want to come out and play defense with the next possession coming back from a timeout. Holiday at the left elbow. Hands it off to Pritchard. Pritchard at the left wing. Slides it over to Drew. Lob to Porzingis. Porzingis backs his way low block. Finds Pritchard. Catch and fire. 3P. Lights it up and he swashes it. There you go, baby. Rock on Peyton Pritchard. Puts his team winning 11. Still a long way left to go in this game. Ron Holland jacks up the 3 ball, missed off the rim short, picked up in the corner, offensive rebound as White couldn't box out, missed 3 from the corner, taken by the Pistons. The Celtics collect the rebound here. White At the right wing perimeter, Derek White has Pritchard wide open, sends it off to Holiday. Now off to Pritchard at the left wing. Tatum still getting a breather on the bench. Pritchard dribbles up. Pritchard at the elbow outside of Drew. Drew, a jab step for the timer. Holiday backs his way. Free throw circle. Kick out corner. White has to hoist up a three. Oh, he's got it. Houdini magician, like they're going to call it a deep two. His foot was on the 3-point line, but that was unreal. What a shot there by Derek White. Drew Holiday kicked it out to Derek White with 1 second on the shot clock remaining. Derek White goes up to leap up for the basketball and just heaves up a prayer at the corner, and he made it. They showed a replay out of this. Derek White goes up and just floats up a shot. Should that have been a 3? They rolled it a 2. I think that should have been a 3. Based on the camera angle right there, I thought that should have been a 3 by Derek White. They rolled it a 2. It's 45-36. That was sick. That was incredible there by D. White. Celtics get back the basketball. 45-36. Approaching 5 minutes left to go before halftime. White at the top of the key. He's guarded by Sasser around the perimeter. Lobs it over to Tatum. Tatum checks back at the floor. Tatum at the top. Tatum off to Porzingis. Porzingis top of the key. A lot of dribbling. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Backs his way. Jumper. 13-footer off the back rim. No good. A rebound secured by Tobias Harris. Pistons cross midcourt. Up by 9. Harris. 18-footer. Porzingis couldn't play defense once again. 47-36. And Porzingis is out there not even playing tough tonight. Just not even bother contesting shots or anything right now for Porzingis. He's just letting dudes shoot right over him and just putting up a hand, not even bothering jumping or anything today in this game. Porzingis gets clobbered by Harris. That's a shooting foul. And Porzingis going to head to the free throw line, shoot 2. Yeah, Porzingis is playing just real soft defensively tonight for him. Just like he's letting guys have like 5 feet of space to dribble the ball and just take shots right over him and knock him down. He's not even jumping. He's just putting up one hand and trying to contest vertically with one hand without jumping. So this should be free throws coming up by Porzingis. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Still a long, really long way left to go in this one. We get 100 plus watching right now. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Jason Tatum, 12 points. Derek White's got 9. 8 by Porzingis, 6 by Pritchard. First free throw missed by Porzingis. Pistons leading scorers. Malik Beasley off the bench, 12 points in 11 minutes. Cade Cunningham, 8 points, 5 assists. 7 points by Tobias Harris. Second free throw left it short. Porzingis goes empty that trip at the free throw line. They have rolled that Derek White's 2 has been upgraded to a 3. So 47-37, exactly what I thought it was. So Derek White's 2 has been upgraded to a 3. He's got 9 points right now. And down low, Jalen Duren scores in between a triple team. 49-37, 4 minutes left to go. Pistons playing tough tonight. Celtics really struggling to match that physicality. No Jaylen Brown tonight. Wheels have fallen off. Pistons just got teed up. Wow, Jason Tatum's going to shoot a technical free throw here. And he missed the technical free throw. And no good. Yeah, after the play was over, I think it was on Tobias Harris. Yeah, Tobias Harris on the tech, waved off the official. So Celtics get this inbound, down by 12 right now. Derek White at the left wing, jacks up a 3, rolls in. Derek White legit saving this team right now. Buries another 3, puts his team back winning 9. Fourth made 3 to game ID White. He has got 12 points currently. Already surpasses his player prop. Thompson, missed from point-blank range, shoved in for 2 by Duren. Celtics getting just out-hustled on the glass. And Jalen Duren, big start to tonight's game right now. 7.6 rebounds. 2 of those offensive rebounds. Detroit plus 11 on the glass, 26-15. Tatum, target range. Tatum lines it up and he drills it. Bang, bang, baby for JT. Jason Tatum, 15, just buried his third triple of the game. 10th made three by the Celtics. Their three is keeping them hanging on in this game right now as Sasser launches the three, air ball, and it goes over to White for the basketball. Pritchard up the floor, burst of speed, transition, three from the parking lot. PP, oh, he hits it. Trifecta for the perimeter by Peyton Pritchard. We get a ball game right now. Number 27 ranked defense in the NBA and defending the perimeter. That is the Detroit Pistons, and the Celtics are starting to find their groove with their key strength this season. 3-3-3 in a row. White, Tatum, and Pritchard. We get a ball game, folks. Just like that, this team can erupt in bunches. 2:43 left. They have finally found their shot. That's what happens when you push the tempo of the basketball. I talked about it in the pregame. This is what I got for my top 5 picks of the night. Right here. Jason Tatum over 28.5 points. Jason Tatum over 3.5 made threes. Derek White over 16.5 points. Derek White over 3.5 made threes. This one for the over going to be a miracle, but still got the second half to play. But also I had mentioned Peyton Pritchard for honorable mentions. Number 6 and 7 was Peyton Pritchard over points. Peyton Pritchard over threes. And right now, these guys are ripping through the threes. Derek White, 4 threes, already hit his player prop for that tonight. Peyton Pritchard, 3 threes, already surpassed his player prop. For some reason, it was at 2.5 tonight for Peyton Pritchard coming into this game. And Jason Tatum just 1 3 away from hitting his player prop tonight. These 3 guys doing damage against the number 27 ranked perimeter defense in the NBA. 51-46. They get the hot hands flying off the board right now. Celtics this quarter, 8 for 13 from the perimeter. Pistons, 2 for 10. Hand off in the outside. Harris puts the ball into the hands to Ozar Thompson. Drives on Kata. Downhill to the rim. Scores. Up and in off the backboard. Man, he plays with that burst of speed off the dribble. He plays with an Anthony Edwards it factor. Him and his brother, Amen Thompson, they are just hungry players. Derek White at the left wing and lost it out of bounds as a turnover. Got it stripped, went off his knee. Derek White not happy about the call, talking to the officials right now. Celtics' major weaknesses so far tonight has been the turnovers and has been the rebounds. Celtics with 9 turnovers, Pistons with 7. And then the rebounds, they're just getting out manhandled on the glass right now. 26-17 in the favor of the Pistons. Cunningham lines up a 3 straight away. Missed off the rim, no good. Holiday secures the defensive rebound. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Pritchard, crossover. Pritchard dribbles, drives inside the key. Dish out to the corner. Horford looking to get it into action. He does. Cha-ching. Big Al Horford sizzles the triple. Finally, first made 3 for the game for him. He started off 0 for 4 from the perimeter. The Celtics forced a turnover. Pritchard, quick burst of speed up the floor for the parking lot. He hits another one in transition. This dude is on fire. PP, the Energizer Bunny, brings his team winning one. 12-2 run by Boston. They're on pace to make 28 threes tonight if they keep it up. Kick out to the corner. Cunningham attacks the rack, scores, up and it off the backboard. 55-52. Celtics have made 13 threes in this game so far. Shooting above 50% for the perimeter. Derek White, edge of the midcourt logo, sends it off to Tatum. Tatum looking for the tie. Tatum crossover, drives inside. Tatum dish outside to the top. Horford for the tie. He's got it. Big Al Horford coming alive. Back-to-back threes by Horford. 55-55. Celtics outscoring the Pistons 35-26 right now in the second quarter. Pistons with possession. Cunningham at the left wing perimeter brings along a double team with Horford and Holiday. They get it away to Harris. His 3 missed off the mark. Tipped over to Cunningham for an offensive rebound. Celtics getting crushed in the glass tonight. Cunningham right over Holiday. Missed off the mark. No good. Horford collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. 25 seconds left to go. Derek White slows it down here for Boston. White at the edge of the midcourt logo. Celtics were trailing in this game as many by 15 at one point in the second quarter. As all of a sudden tie. Tatum dribbles, drives up to the elbow, bobbled it, lost it, got it back. 3 seconds left to go. Shot clock violation though. Couldn't get a shot off in time. And the Pistons will have the final possession to close out going to halftime. 3 seconds left here for Detroit, as Tatum could not get a shot off on time. What a start to this game. They were down by 15. No quit in the Celtics team. No Jaylen Brown, no Luke Cornett. Tie game after trailing by 15. The 3 hoisted by Cunningham around the rim and out. We close out going to halftime. 55-55. What a start. Somebody's losing streak is going to get snapped tonight. Somebody is going to grow their winning streak. 7 straight in a row by the Pistons. 6 straight in a row by the Celtics, who are hungry to knock out the Pistons, who have won 7 straight in a row before getting to the Cavs, who have won 8 straight in a row on Friday. We got ourselves a game right now. The perimeter guys, all 4 of them, stepping up, making a difference. That's the difference maker and coming on back in this game. Jason Tatum, 15 points, 6 for 8 from the floor, 3 for 4 from the perimeter. Derek White, 12 points, 4 for 6 from 3. Peyton Pritchard, 12 points, 4 for 6 from 3. Al Horford, 6 points, 2 made threes in the last 2 minutes to close out the first half. Really good game going on right here. You got a lot of streaks up for grabs. Celtics have won 12 straight against the Pistons. Pistons haven't beat the Celtics since February of 2022. This Pistons team's certainly different this year. So yeah, welcome in everybody. If you guys are new in the stream, keep on smashing that thumbs up. Hit that like. Helps out this video a ton. Let's see. Dats in the street, welcome in. Yes, I think the Pistons are a really good team this year. Yeah, they're playing some excellent basketball. For a young team, they're looking really good recently. And the crazy thing about it, the Pistons have worked their way up to the number 6 spot. And they're just 1 game behind Indiana, who's the number 4 team right now in the East. This is the difference in the game for the Celtics right now. This is the reason why the Celtics have come back and tied it. Celtics are 14 for 26 from the perimeter. The Pistons are just 5 for 18. But the reason why the Pistons controlled basically the whole first half and led basically for 99% of the first half is because the Pistons lead fast break points 19-8. They are shredding the Celtics points in the paint 32-10. And the rebounding has been an issue tonight for Boston. 27-18. And rebounds for Detroit 7-1 on the offensive glass. Yeah, so good question. I think that the Pistons, based on how they're playing, I think they could surpass the Bucks and finish as a better seed than Milwaukee in the conference standings. They're just a half game back than Milwaukee. But in a playoff series, I would have to, in my opinion, for this year in a playoff series, I would have to go with the Bucks if everybody is fully healthy because they've got that playoff experience for them. Yeah, having playoff series experience, I think that's like a huge difference once you get into the playoffs. This is what we got for scores throughout the NBA tonight. You want a shocker right now? Everybody was talking about the Thunder winning. About the Thunder winning the championship or so. But I don't know what in the world is going on with the Thunder right now. Brooklyn Nets 40. Oklahoma City Thunder 29. Oklahoma City just, they blew a 25-point lead against Minnesota and lost a couple days ago. Yeah, that's so sad. She was only 39 years old. Just so sad. Yeah, OKC lost against Minnesota their last game. 131-128 on Monday. in overtime. They blew a 25-point lead in the second half of that game. Right now, they're down by 11 at the end of the first against Brooklyn. Pacers up at half against the Raptors, 51-41. Knicks lead the Sixers, 57-41. Wizards up against the Trailblazers, 48-47. Hawks lead the Heat, 28-26. Let's see what we got going on for college hoops tonight. All right, now Auburn looking good, leading Ole Miss 50-40. Maryland up against that game's now tied. Michigan State just scored 39-39. Clemson is playing some really good basketball. They beat Duke this season too. Clemson leads Notre Dame 41-31. They're an ultimate sleeper in the tournament for them this year. Keep an eye on Texas A&M. They've hit a rut recently. It's actually Vanderbilt who's playing for their tournament lives. They're a bubble team for Vandy. They're like a play-in team right now. Vanderbilt's leading Texas A&M 34-32. UConn leads Georgetown 72-61. Hey, what's good? Jake on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, good question there. I'd probably lean Jalen Brunson, but Cade's had just a breakout year for him, having a really good second half of the season for him. Yeah, if the Pistons get the Knicks in the playoffs, that could potentially be an upset there. Possibly. Pistons actually took the previous two straight against New York. Both of those games were at New York. The Knicks are struggling against signature opponents. They cannot beat good opponents for them this year. The Knicks this season, teams that have a record of 500 and above, they got a 11-14 record against those teams. Teams that's below 500 are 26-6. So they're beating all the bad teams, but against signature opponents, they just cannot win those games. Yes. Yeah, Tatum better than Anthony Edwards. Based on how Tatum's been just really, really strong last couple weeks or so. Man, there was a time in January, I was just so mad at Jason Tatum's style of play. He just needed to play downhill for him. But he has fixed that recently. ESPN actually did a segment this afternoon. They had three players. One of them was Michael Jordan, the other was Larry Bird, and then Jason Tatum. And they had player A, player B, player C, without revealing who the players were at first. And they just revealed all the stats about the players with what they accomplished for career stats in all NBA selections that they had, and NBA titles at the up and through the age of 26. And yeah, if you didn't reveal it was Jason Tatum, then the stats are really eye-popping for a guy that's only 26 years old, right in the middle of his prime right now, and what he's accomplished. The next step that he can take now is back-to-back championships, and then having the determination this year to be NBA Finals MVP. I mean, that would send a message right there to Steve Kerr. It would be completely wild. Golden State, I mean, Draymond Green at the All-Star break, he said that his team could make it in as a dark horse team to the NBA Finals and test the Celtics, and they have won 4 straight games in a row right now for Golden State. You just do not want to count out Golden State. With Jimmy Butler, they're 6-1 with Jimmy Butler. They are up to the number 8 spot. Last week they were 11th in the West. Now they're up to the number 8 spot in the West all of a sudden for them. You cannot count them out. They're a half game behind the Clippers and the T-Wolves. So if they keep on winning, they're eventually going to get up to 6th, and then they'll be hunting down Houston and the Lakers. They'll be in a pretty good spot right there. If Houston's starting to slip. Houston was at 2nd at one point in the West. They slipped back to the 5 spot right now. Hey, what's good? FaZe on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Porzingis tonight, 30 points, rebounds, and assists. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, I'm probably leading under tonight for Porzingis for him. He's got 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist for him right now for Porzingis. So I'm probably leaning the under for that. I think it's going to be tougher to do because this seems like a matchup that is going to be more like perimeter guy oriented. Well, Porzingis, he can stretch the floor and make his threes, but recently he hasn't been that well from 3. He was great, back a month ago. He was hitting his player prop constantly back in January and early February and made threes, but he's flamed out the last week or two for Porzingis. So yeah, Porzingis tonight 1 for 2 from 3. He hasn't attempted many shots. 8 points, 3 for 7 in the first half. Just 1 rebound though and 1 assist for him. Yeah, I think a lot of those points numbers are going to keep on going to Tatum, White, Pritchard. I expect Porzingis should be able to score much more, though, in half, too. I'm shocked about Sam Hauser tonight. He's got nothing so far for him. I expect him to get some threes in the second half here. Well, the Celtics covered a 4.5 point win spread. Yeah, appreciate here for the sub here for Trustworthy Collect. Yeah, I think they will. So they've got a bunch of momentum right now heading into the second half. So hopefully they're able to cover it. They were down by 15 points at one point, and that was in the early stage of the second quarter. Now they've tied it up, so they got a ton of momentum going their way, and they know who their hot hands are right now. Tatum with 15, White's got 12, Pritchard's got 12. Just got to get the other guys to step up and make their shots. They know how they know the weakness of the Pistons is perimeter defense, a bottom 5 perimeter D this season, and they're knocking down their threes right now. Just going to get Hauser to step up, Porzingis, if he could stretch out the floor and knock down threes. And yeah, for sure, Pistons definitely going to make the playoffs. Definitely going to make the playoffs. It's now the question of what seed they're going to be for them. If they're going to be like all the way up to a 4 seed, a 5 or a 6. Right now they're a 6 seed, but they're half game behind the Bucks, who's the 5, and they're only 1 game behind the Pistons, who's the 4. And if they get the 6, they take on the Knicks in the first round, and they're 2-0 in their previous 2 games against New York. New York can't win quality competition, so that'd be a really interesting series there. What's good, Jeffrey? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. No. Yeah, that would be a no there, Jake. Yeah, by the way, this is my top 5 picks in the night, plus 2 honorable mentions with Peyton Pritchard over total points. Peyton Pritchard over made threes. But here's my top 5 picks. Celtics Pistons over 226.5. I got that for the over. Last 2 games I've hit the over between Boston and Detroit. or 2 out of 3 this season has hit the over. The game in October and then the first game in December. Jason Tatum over 28.5 points. Jason Tatum over 3.5 made threes, which he's got 3 right now. He's got 15 at halftime for points. Derek White over 16.5 points, knocking on the doorstep of that rather quickly. He's got 12 right now at the half. He already hit the over for made threes. He's got 4 threes in that first half for Derek White. They were down by 15 points. They have come back in this game because of the three-point shot making. Celtics 14 for 26 from the perimeter, 54% from 3. Pistons just 5 for 18, 28% from 3. Hot hands tonight, Tatum, White, and Pritchard. Horford came on late. Those are the 4 guys who's knocked down shots recently from the perimeter. We get back to action. Left to right on the floor, Pistons with an opening possession to begin the third. Cade Cunningham, he is guarded by Derek White. Now guarded by Horford. Fires a bullet off to Ozar Thompson. Goes up and got fouled. So 2 free throws coming up here by Thompson. They will be charged to Derek White on the shooting foul. So Ozar Thompson, just a 59% free throw shooter this season. First one he bricked off the back rim. Not a bad player to send to the free throw line. I mean, he's 20% points higher than Ben Simmons when it comes down to free throws. I don't know how in the world that guy is still getting paid. That's the biggest steal of stolen money in NBA history right there, is paying Ben Simmons. Second free throw is good. The Pistons just 7 for 12 right now at the free throw line. Celtics barely have gone to the free throw line tonight. They are 1 for 4. Tatum, bounce pass off to Horford. Hand off of White. Jacks up the 3. He airballed it. Out of bounds. Yeah, that wasn't a bad look. He just shot it over the cylinder. 1 point lead for the Pistons. Pistons with possession. Cade Cunningham lobs it over to Duren. It's Cunningham, Duren, Tobias Harris, Ozar Thompson, and also Tim Hardaway Jr. The jumper from the perimeter goes down by Cade Cunningham. 59-55 for Detroit. Derek White on the floor at Porzingis, Tatum, Holiday, and Horford. Horford receives at top of the key. Dribbles towards his right around the perimeter. Lobs it over to Porzingis. Porzingis off fake. Backs his way into Harris. Porzingis got it stripped. Turn it over. Celtics with some turnover issues tonight. That is now their 9th turnover of the game. Runner inside the key, and a foul committed, charge to Boston. So Tim Hardaway Jr. was attacking inside the paint. It looks like it's on Derek White once again. That's now his 2nd personal foul here for Derek White. So 2 quick fouls by White to begin this second half. THJ, 2 free throws at the line. First one's good. Yeah, really nice day outside tonight, man. Second free throw is good. Pistons got a 6-point lead currently. Celtics cross midcourt. Holiday. Only 2 points in this game on 1 for 5 shooting. Sends it off to Tatum. Tatum at the left wing perimeter, 1-on-1 as he takes on the big. Shoots over the big man with Jalen Duren, and he sinks it. It's a rainbow for 3. Trifecta from the perimeter by JT. That's his 4th made 3 of the game right now for Tatum. He's got 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Cunningham, dish outside to the left wing, and the 3 and response right back. It is good by the Pistons. It's a tough shot there, hand in the face. Able to stick one for Detroit. That was Tim Hardaway Jr. who knocked it down. Straight away 3. Porzingis knocks it down with a triple. Here we go. 3 start to pick up right now. 64-61. Cunningham at the left wing. He's guarded by White 101. Working on Horford. Cunningham. Far side corner. Lobs it off to Duren. Duren inside the paint. Fires a fastball. Right corner. Harris with a 3 over. Tatum connects on it. Man, both of these teams drilling shots from the outside right now. Celtics back with the basketball, down by 6. White Hand off to Holiday. Holiday, shake and bake, lines up a three, came off the rim, short, no good. Out of the pack here goes Jalen Durr with a defensive rebound. Cunningham, shovel pass, outside three, Hardaway. Off the mark, no good. Durr couldn't save it out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. Yeah, this has been quite the game today. Just up and down, up and down. Celtics allowing the Pistons to catch up with a lead, and the Celtics were down by 1 point at 15. Horford had a great look. Couldn't send it down as he missed the three. Uncontested as well. Duran slices defenders. Double clutch and scores up and in off the glass. That's Hardaway Jr., number 8, who scored. 69-61, 34-10 points in the paint right now for the Pistons. Holiday backs his way inside the key. Dish outside to Horford, up fake. Horford, a bounce pass underneath Drew. Backdoor scores, up and in off the backboard. Finally, that's his first basket in like over 20 minutes of court time for Drew Holiday. Cunningham, his lob off the fingertips of Thompson results in the turnover. Gift right there for the Celtics because Thompson slipped behind the defense. Couldn't handle the lob cleanly, though. White, over to Holiday. Bad pass, turnover. They got numbers here up the floor. 3-on-2 to the trailer. Cade, no good off the mark. Tipped off the rim. Holiday secures the defensive rebound. It's a big stop of possession right there for Boston. Tatum weaves his way baseline. Sends it outside at Drew. Launches the three. No good. Around the rim and out. Just tough right now for Drew Holiday coming back from injury. Just hasn't been able to find his shot tonight. Cunningham, crossover, jumper, deep two. Off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Tatum. Jason Tatum, 18-5-5 tonight. 18-5-3 tonight for points, rebounds, and assists. Tatum has it at the top of the key. He's guarded by Thompson, 101. Horford sets the screen. Tatum dribbles up towards his left. Jacks up the three. That's way too long. Off the mark. Cunningham with a left arm rebound out of the pack here as he burst up the floor in transition, and he scores up and off the backboard. Celtics struggling tonight to box out. So we're down to 7 minutes left to go in the third. 23-8. Points off the fast break in favor of the Pistons. Celtics slow it down. Derek White lobs it off to Horford. Horford back outside the White. White at the right wing. Dribbles up, drives, downhill, puts up the shot, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up at the line here for D. White. Man, this game is going right on by. 6:54 left to go in the third. 71-63. So we're going to take a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken by Detroit. Alright, so if you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Pistons in a 16-8 run to begin this third quarter. Tatum with 18, 11 by Porzingis, 12 each by White and Pritchard. And for the Pistons, it's 15 by Cade Cunningham currently. Tobias Harris with 12 points off the bench by Malik Beasley. Quick scoreboard update throughout the NBA. Pistons lead the Raptors 56-45. Knicks up at a half, 61-45 against the Sixers. Blazers 1 point lead at the Wizards, 55-54. Nets lead the Thunder right now, 54-50. Under 5 left to go before halftime. Heat's up against the Hawks, 53-45. And then the Clippers lead the Bulls, 15-12. So right now in this timeout, I'd like to give you guys a quick word here from us, our channel sponsor, BetUS. This stream, by the way, is sponsored by BetUS. Bet on the season sports action with BetUS. It's an A+ rated sports book which has been running since 1994. It's available in all 50 U.S. states. Bet on your favorite sports teams, players, and sporting events with BetUS. And for new sports bettors who go to the BetUS website, you'll receive a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits of up to $2,000. Use my BetUS channel link, which is posted in the description of the video and pinned into the chat to get started with BetUS, or you can click the QR code at the bottom corner of the screen. So check out my new sponsor, BetUS. The link is posted in the description of the video, pinned into the chat to get started as well. BetUS has been changing the game for over 30 years. Down by 8 right now. Celtics going to start to see if they can start to mount a comeback. So we come back from the timeout. Al Horford, 6.7 rebounds, 2 steals so far this game. Derek White was the one who got fouled. So Derek White will shoot 2 coming up after the timeout, back at the free throw line. First one, that's good. Second free throw, no good. Around the rim and outs. Tough night so far tonight. Just 2 for 6 at the free throw line. Pistons have left 5 free throws off the board at 9 for 14. Harris slides it off to Cunningham at the left wing. Guarded by Holiday, 1-on-1. Pocket pass in the middle off to Thompson. Thompson floats up the shot over Porzingis. Missed off the mark, no good. Tipped up to Horford for the defensive rebound. Loose ball though as Horford lost it. Players hit the deck. Horford forces a tie-up between him and Oscar Thompson, and it'll be a jump ball between Thompson and Horford. Yeah, Torrey Craig hasn't played at all tonight. Kind of stunning not to see him available tonight in this game. Yeah, the Pistons are red hot all of a sudden. They've won 7 straight, gone all the way up to the number 6 spot currently in the East. So just a group of young guys is playing really, really hungry and determined. This is a physical team that they're playing against tonight. We're seeing the growth of 2 second-year players in our very own eyes. Oscar Thompson for Detroit, Amen Thompson for Houston. Those 2 Thompson brothers, they play just absolutely hungry. Here, Oscar commits the reach and foul as he was guarding Tatum, so that'll be the second personal foul charged to the Pistons in this quarter. Both teams with 2 each. Inbound goes to the Celtics. Porzingis going up on a shot, and he couldn't get it off as he got stripped of the basketball, turned it over. Thompson came up with a steal over to Harris. His 3 off the back rim, no good. Tipped by Duran. Tipped over to Porzingis, though. Wrong player with a defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Pritchard back on the floor. Bursts the speed up to the mid-block. Pritchard circles around the key. Shovel pass off to Horford on top. Finds Porzingis into the hands to Tatum. Tatum, step back 3 in the air. Takes it over the rim, no good. Tough shot right there for JT as it goes back to Detroit. Cade Cunningham at the top of the key, drives on Hauser. Hauser with nothing so far tonight, and Cunningham drills the 2 over Sam Hauser. 73-64, 9-point lead for the Pistons. Celtics with possession. Pritchard at the right wing perimeter off the Porzingis screen. Pritchard, a bounce pass finds Tatum. Tatum dribbles, drives right down the lane inside. He soars up, throws it down with a 2-handed flush. There you go, JT playing downhill, attacking the rack. 20 points tonight by Jason Tatum. Cade Cunningham, dish over to Thompson. Thompson, backdoor layup, scores up and off the backboard. 75-66. Approaching 5 minutes left to go in the third. Points in the paint been a major factor in favor of Detroit tonight, 40-14. Celtics living by the 3 ball tonight, 16 for 34, 47% for the perimeter. Offensive foul. An illegal screen set by Porzingis, and it's a Celtics turnover. Man, tough one tonight right now for Boston. No Jaylen Brown, no Luke Cornett, but still, you got to find ways to win games. They've won 12 in a row against the Pistons, but this Pistons team is totally different from years past. Pistons with possession. Cunningham, his shot missed off the rim. Jalen Duren, an X factor tonight, as he is shredding the Celtics on the glass. Tipped it up and in, through for two. Back to a double-digit point lead, 77-66. Tatum at the left wing, crossover, dribbles up, drives, downhill to the rim. Tatum, gonna the drop, it's good for the layup. Jason Tatum, 22 right now, gonna have to do it himself tonight. 6 straight games in a row that he has scored 31 or greater. In for Tatum as Duren soars up, scores the layup. If you guys are new in the stream, no spoilers out here in the chat. We're around 30 seconds behind due to YouTube delay. 44-16 points in the paint for the Pistons. 4 minutes left to go in the third. Tatum at the top of the key off the Keita screen. Tatum lob down low to Keita. Keita one dribble spin cycle. Kick out. Corner. Hauser yet to make a shot tonight. That will change right here, right now. Swoosh. That is good by Sam Hauser. That's a quarter three. That's his first 3 points of the game. Cade Cunningham at the right wing. Double team. Shovel pass. Duren to the rim. Got another layup. And Joe Mazzulla has to burn a timeout. There is no interior defense tonight by the Celtics. Jalen Duren is cutting up this team down low. 13 points, 6 for 7 shooting, 12 rebounds, 4 of those offensive rebounds by Jalen Duren. Cade Cunningham, almost a near double-double, 17 points, 9 assists right now. Ausar Thompson is a plus 15 on the floor with 6 steals. I mean, you got these dudes in the league, youngsters, that's very, very hungry. That's just got that absolute it factor. There's very few of them in the league, but one by one, if they're Anthony Edwards, if they're Ausar Thompson, if they're Amen Thompson, those guys are absolutely it. Jimmy Butler, when he's playing with an incentive and he wants to play, he is it. He is him. And Ausar Thompson tonight, wow. 6 steals for Ausar Thompson. I mean, you get a player like that. That player alone, single-handedly, could win you a playoff series. Gotta dig in and see if this is a career high for him. Yeah, this is a new career high. He had 5 steals against Cleveland last year. This is a new career high in steals. 6 steals, and we still got another full quarter left to play. Plus minus box score for the Celtics. That has been wavering tonight. Porzingis is a minus 16. Minus 11 for Tatum. Though Pritchard off the bench is a plus 3. He's the only plus tonight for the Celtics. So Pritchard is a plus 3 because he's actually pushing the ball out there on the floor. Yeah, honestly, it might be Celtics Golden State in the finals. Like, they're 6-1 since Jimmy Butler was acquired. They've won 4 in a row for Golden State. They're coming. Like, people thought that they'd make a push for the play-in. And Golden State's going to make a push for the 4 seed right now. Or a 5 seed. They're going to make a push for the 5 seed. They're going to get the Lakers probably in the first round. And that's going to be absolute cinema between Golden State and LA. The 5 versus 4 matchup in the first round because they're coming. And teams like the Rockets are trending back. They're just a half game behind Minnesota and the Clippers. They're about to surpass those teams in a heartbeat right now. 81-71. We get back to action. Peyton Pritchard, the only plus tonight for the Celtics, is back on the floor. Pritchard on the floor with Tatum, Keita, Jordan Walsh, Sam Hauser. Tatum at the top of the key, dribbles up. Tatum at the mid-block, puts up a tough shot off a fall-away shot. No good off the mark. This ball rolls around the hardwood as bodies collide. No call, but the referee still playable. And Ausar Thompson onto the pack, came up with a loose ball. Jumper's good from the perimeter by Malik Beasley. That's another guy who's been hitting shots tonight. 15 off the bench by Beasley. 84-71. Celtics will try it again. Pritchard At the left wing, Pritchard thought about a step back, made the pass out to the near side corner to Walsh. Jordan Walsh, 6 in the timer. Outside to Hauser. Hauser slides it off to Pritchard. Pritchard, left baseline dribble. Pritchard right to the cup, scores. Up and it off the backboard, got it. And the foul, and Pritchard went down hard. Holy smokes, hopefully he's okay as he took a midair collision right there. Gets helped out to his feet. Tough soldier for PP as he is up right now, but he is a little bit slow to get up as he got absolutely destroyed on that layup. Baseline drive, gets past Tobias Harris, and then he gets met by Isaiah Stewart. Ooh! Isaiah Stewart's shoe just came down on the ding-dong of Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, midair collision going in for the layup, and Pritchard went down hard, and then Stewart went down in his shoe. Went on the top of the spot you never want to get clobbered on. The free throw is good by Pritchard. Dude, Peyton Pritchard is absolutely tough. He is so tough. Playing through the pain right now, and he is the one who's defending Stewart at the moment. Now he switches guards to cover Beasley. Harris slides it over to Sasser. Sasser drives into Walsh. Walsh picks up the reach and foul. 2:27 left. $84-74 right now. Inbound goes to Stewart. Stewart circles around the perimeter. Hand off to Beasley. 10 in the timer. Malik Beasley guarded by Hauser. 1-on-1. Beasley off the roll down. Finds Stewart. Runner off the mark. No good. Tipped in though by Harris. 86-74. Two minutes left to go in the third. Yeah, anybody here is welcome for being a part of the stream, no matter who you root for. I cover NBA games, also college hoops as well. Gonna hopefully have a good chunk of streams here once we get into the tournament. So if you guys are like Michigan State fans or Michigan fans, feel free to join in if you guys would like for those, because ain't no teams around my area that's doing anything. That's for sure. Boston College hasn't got the basketball thing right for ages. So, I'm actually a Providence fan for college hoops, but I do some broadcasting stuff with a couple of D1s in the area. Not Providence though. Brown and Stonehill are the two teams that I cover for D1. And Peyton Pritchard, absolutely tough. He is right now being attended to on the bench. He also has a cut on his nose right now too. He's got banged up during this game tonight. 86-76. We're gonna take a timeout right now. Peyton Pritchard's got 15 in this game. Tatum with 24. Yeah, mostly Celtics streams through the regular season, but that changes once we get into the playoffs as I cover all different types of playoff series. It's usually whoever plays in the early game, because I'm from Mass, so I only stream the 7 o'clock or like 7:30 start time for the playoffs until we get to like the conference finals where everybody's going on opposite days of one another. Yeah, Pistons have been balling out. 7 in a row. Celtics got their work cut up for them this week. It's the Pistons and then the Cavs, which the Cavs are coming into that game well rested. So they're going to go into Friday night's game without playing since Tuesday. And the Celtics would have played 2 games since Tuesday. And then they also get the Nuggets on Sunday. Yeah, Auburn's on fire this year. They got 14 quad 1 wins, which is like 4 wins greater than the number 2 team in quad 1 wins. I think Alabama has 10. Tatum at the free throw line, and he buries the free throw. 86-77. Yeah, Mr. Top's been doing pretty well. Yeah, interesting there. Jamie puts out about Peyton Pritchard. Wants to be traded. I think I saw that like a while ago or so, but they gave him an extension in the offseason. That was a really smart move by Brad Stevens. They got him an extension. And Peyton Pritchard, like any other team, he'd be making like double, triple than what he's making. I think he's making just like $8 million or so for him right now. But like he'd be making like double or triple if he was playing for like somebody else. Yeah, UConn really needed that game. I mean, if UConn had lost out like final 4 games, they would be out of the tournament for them. There's some teams that I'm not sure if they're gonna make it in this year. Like Kansas somehow is a 6 seed. I don't get how that's possible. It's because the bubble's so bad this year. You got teams that's like 7-10. Like I don't know how Ohio State's showing up in brackets currently. They lost by 21 to Northwestern, and they're showing up in like as the 10 seed. I think that's what I saw. It was like a 6. Oh, it's the 11 versus 6 matchup on one of the bracket. I think it was ESPN for Joe Lunardi put Kansas as the 6 and Ohio State as the 11. That's just a bad matchup based on how those two teams have been playing recently. Celtics with a couple misses here from the perimeter though. Tatum gets fouled going up for the rebounds. They're over the limit too. That's their 5th by the Pistons. So Tatum's gonna head to the free throw line right now. Minute 14 left to go. Yeah, PC's gonna lose that game to UConn. PC looks really bad right now. One of the guys that I talked to, he went to BC, played college hoops for them back in the 80s, and his brother actually played for the Celtics in the 2000s. One of my good friends that I talk to every single day, but he said that Bryce Hopkins, he's got word from the basketball landscape from his contacts, he says that Bryce Hopkins for sure is going to transfer in the offseason. That's what he's heard from his sources. Here's a 3, take it at the perimeter, and Detroit sinks it down. Malik Beasley having a huge game tonight. Off the bench, humongous game, 18 points. That's his 4th made 3 of the game. 7 for 11 from the floor. If Duke and Kansas were to rematch in the tournament, that's an easy Duke win, based on how Kansas has been playing lately. Kansas lost by 30-plus last week to BYU. Tatum, top of the key. Tatum dribbles out free throw circle, backs his way on Sasser. Jumper, skipped around the rim and out, as Keita couldn't save the defensive rebound. It's Oscar Thompson who came out with the basketball. Thompson drives on Tatum. Thompson at the low block, lost it. Keita pounces on the loose ball. Celtics with 18 seconds left. Pritchard up the floor finds Tatum. Walsh outside of Tatum. Celtics shot clock down, and they will slow it down here at the right wing. Tatum, 1-on-1 as he is guarded by Sasser around the perimeter. Tatum, step back 3 in the air over Sasser around the rim and out. Rebound hauled down by Beasley at the buzzer, and we close out at the end of the 3rd. Another rough quarter for the Celtics. 24 points in the 3rd quarter. They're still hanging in right now. 11-point lead by the Pistons as we close out at the end of 3. Man, the offense looks really jumbled currently. Like, they're not even making an effort to go inside. They're just jacking up shot for shot from the perimeter. I mean, it was working in the 2nd quarter because they were attacking. They were pushing tempo, but once again, they're just slowing down the ball currently tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. About to get into the 4th quarter in a matter of moments right now. Pistons led by Malik Beasley, 18 points off the bench, 17 by Cade Cunningham. Double-double Jalen Duren, 13 points, 12 rebounds, 14 by Tobias Harris. And for the Celtics, Jason Tatum, big game by JT, 27 points on 10 for 18 shooting, 15 by Pritchard, 13 by White, 11 by Porzingis. Yeah, this Pistons team's on fire. I gotta check the college scores because I'm hearing Ole Miss. Yeah, 79-61 Auburn. Ole Miss is dropping down. Mississippi State's dropping down. I said like a week ago, I don't see many mid-majors this year in college basketball upsetting Power 5 schools this season. But some of the teams that's really susceptible, higher seeds for the upset, that would be Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Texas Tech, I don't know. Like, I think they peaked too soon for them because they haven't looked that great recently for them. Illinois has caught a really, really bad bug for their program. For them, they've been dealing with sickness for like a month right now. Arizona as a 4, which if you look at their resume, it's not that great for like signature wins for them. I can tell you who's coming though. Like who you gotta keep an eye on. Like Clemson is one of those teams that they're playing really well right now, but Oregon looks really good recently. Wow, that's a big win for Sparty. So Michigan State beats Maryland, and it was at Maryland. Like, Michigan State's looking really good this year. 58-55. That's one of the toughest environments to play. And Maryland's looked solid lately. Purdue has looked iffy recently for them. Purdue is susceptible to a first-round upset. Whoever gets that UC San Diego team, if they win their conference, because they've got 2 really good teams out of the Big West. They're only going to get 1 team in the tournament. I would keep an eye on that Big West school, whoever wins that bracket, UC Irvine or UC San Diego. UC San Diego is it's their first year that they're eligible to be part of the NCAA tournament. They're a transitioning program. They got a guy that's like leading the nation in steals per game. They got another guy that's shooting lights out or so this season. Celtics just gave up a 3 and then they committed an offensive foul. 93-79. And the Pistons will have the basketball back. Yeah, Celtics need to stop right here to keep this continuing because they're starting to unravel. Just really tough game coming off night 2 of a back-to-back, and that's the worst possible case there for the Celtics as Malik Beasley buries the 3. 96-79. This Pistons team for real. Derek White at the top of the key. Gonna get something here if you're Boston. Outside to Horford, towards his right. Hand off to Holiday. Holiday's barely done anything tonight for Drew. Drew, a lot of dribbling at the right corner. He works his way in. Ron Holland lost control of the basketball. Here's Holland. Ties above 4. Lost it, and it's a turnover. Pistons come up with another steal up the floor. 3-on-2. No good off the back rim. Missed the 3 by Sasser. Horford rips it away for the defensive rebound. When is this team going to show up right now? They haven't been able to do so tonight. It's very tough to do so on night 2 of a back-to-back as Holiday misses the 3, skidded off the rim short out of bounds. And this is brutal right now. Jason Tatum's on the bench getting a breather. And without Tatum, they've not been able to make this a game without Tatum tonight. When Tatum's been out there, he scored a good chunk of the points. He's got 27 points. The number 2 scorer has 15 with Pritchard. Outside to the wing. A 3 taken by the Pistons. Came off the rim short. Misfired there from the outside. That was by Ron Holland. Derek White catching fire 3. No good off the back rim as Beasley secures the defensive rebound. They push it here with Sasser. Sasser drives on Horford. Blocked by Horford. Right to Ron Holland. Right place, right time. He scores the layup. 98-79, largest lead in the game, up by 19. Yeah, coming off the back-to-back, the wheels seem like they've fallen off for this team tonight. And Horford, okay, Porzingis got held up there. Porzingis was fouled. Yeah, Horford, that looked like he threw away the basketball. So that ball sailed out of bounds off the Horford entry past the Porzingis, but Porzingis got held up and was fouled. Man, tough game we got here. Inbound for Boston. Lob to Porzingis. Porzingis backs his way in Cunningham. Porzingis gets possession. Porzingis blew the layup. Struggling with physicality tonight for KP. 11 points, 4 for 11 from the floor. Missed shot downhill by Stewart. Stewart flies in, though, gets fouled. Yeah, very weird rotation that Joe Mazzulla played tonight. This is looking like the first win. Unless the Celtics can come back from this. This looks like the first win in over 3 years by the Pistons against Boston. They came into this game losing 12 straight. Yeah, I heard about that Gronk wants to come back. That's crazy. Like, he he's got some signs of CTE for him. Like he needs to just not come back for him. Like you don't want your body to take an even bigger toll for him. Derek White just scored off the baseline drive to the rim, 98-81. Approaching the 9-minute mark left to go in the fourth quarter. Dribble, drive, right down the lane inside, and Ron Holland scores the layup. 181 right now for the Pistons. Celtics with 0 answers on dribble drive penetration defense tonight as Joe Mazzulla and Berta timeouts. These are young guys in the youth movement tonight, once again showing up in the NBA. These guys are just hungry, playing with momentum, playing with determination. Yeah, this team is red hot. Like, it goes to show, like, anybody can get red hot at the right time and catch fire. That was the Mavs last year as a 5 seed. And the Heat the year prior is the 8 seed. And right now, this Pistons team is sizzling. 24 by Malik Beasley, 17 points, 10 assists by Cade Cunningham. Double-double with 13 points, 11 rebounds by Jalen Duren. 14 points by Tobias Harris. Ron Holland off the bench. Up to 6 now. Pistons shredding the Celtics. Points in the paint in this game. 52-20. Rebounds is 44-26. And Porzingis is playing soft tonight. Porzingis, 2 rebounds, 11 points, a -24 on 4 for 11 shooting. He's been nowhere. Everybody else is like a -12, -15, -7, -2, -6, -5. I mean, it's not bad. And you got a -24 with Porzingis tonight. He's done nothing. Yeah, looks like the wheels fell off of this team today. And they're going to get refocused and back in it on Friday. I'll see you guys back on Friday. I plan on being live on Friday night covering Celtics against Cavs if you guys would like to join in. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. Jalen Duren, so he's the starting big man for the Pistons. He's got a double-double tonight with 13 points, 11 rebounds. And Isaiah Stewart coming off the bench with 6 rebounds. Hubert Davis, contract extension until 2030, a major mistake. Yeah, UNC every year, they're hit and miss. Final 4, miss. Elite 8, miss. It's like up and down. You need consistency every single season. They're gonna miss this year. Like one bad loss. Like if they lose against Virginia Tech this weekend, they're done. I think they got like Miami, Virginia Tech. You can't lose those games, and then they got Duke. If they beat Duke, it completely changes them. But I think there's something like 1-10 against Quad 1 teams this year. It shouldn't even be close to the bracket. But that's why we're seeing teams that got like 7-10 conference records. That's like 10 seeds for them, or a team like Oklahoma who's like 4-11 in their conference that they're still alive because the bubble is so bad this year. Celtics just committed an offensive foul. It's charged to Porzingis away from the basketball, trying to post up. This has been a brutal Porzingis game. Jason Tatum, he's the only guy that can save this team. It's going to be tough to come on back from 19 points with 8:47 left. 16 turnovers tonight for the Celtics, just 9 turnovers by Detroit. Jason Tatum checks into the game. Porzingis takes a seat on the bench. That's his 5th foul. Yeah, he's having a really rough game for KP. So KP, 5 personal fouls tonight. Cunningham moves out to the corner. Holland for the early exclamation point. Couldn't get it. Holiday picks up the defensive rebound. The Pistons commit the over-the-back call. What's good, Seagull? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. They're going to have to draw a bunch of threes starting now for Boston. 8:33 left to go. Derek White takes up the court. White at the left wing perimeter, defended by Cunningham. Moves it out to Horford. Puts the ball into the hands to Holiday. Outside of White. Top of the key. Derek White, one-on-one, taking on Cade. White at the top, jacks up the three straight away. There's one of them. A laser right down the chute by D. White. 16-point game right now. Derek White working his way up to 18. That's his 5th main three tonight. Top of the key with Thompson. Slides it off to Beasley. Beasley takes on Holiday into the hands to Thompson. Also Thompson at the right elbow as he stays with a dribble. Took a tough jumper over Horford. Came up short. Offensive rebound. Put back by Beasley as he was able to get it to go. And Thompson is down. He is hurt. Here's a quick three by Holiday. Missed it off the back rim. Tatum offensive rebound. Thompson's onto the play. They get a 5 and 4. And now the referees will stop time. Yeah, Thompson is hurt. He slipped off the dribble. Non-contact. And this may be an ACL. And that's brutal. That's brutal. Yeah, he knows it's severe. I saw this off the dribble. I was like, this doesn't look right. He slipped off the dribble. And then he had to just hoist up a shot. It was well short. And then he came down and landed awkwardly. Oh, yeah, that could be a right ACL. He couldn't gather both of his feet together as he came in. And, yeah, Ozar Thompson in severe pain right now. So we're going to stop for this injury timeout. That's terrible, terrible to see. 7:42 left to go as we head to the timeout. Man, prayers for that young man right there. He was playing awesome today. He's been having a really good season too, Ozar Thompson. Prayers up for that young man. Terrible, terrible. 5 steals today. That is tied for a career high. He actually had a steal rescinded from him because I checked ESPN. They had statted one previously as 6 steals for Thompson, but they took one off. So he's tying a career high right now with 5 steals. So if you guys are just joining in right now, we got an injury timeout. Ozar Thompson off the dribble. Looks pretty bad. Like it looks like it could be a right ACL by him. It does not look good. I mean, it's getting really tough to come on back from this. 7:42 left. So, I mean, I wouldn't count out anything until it's possible, but still, it's very tough. Very, very tough to come on back from this, especially at the rate that the Pistons are making shots. You got Malik Beasley making a ton of shots tonight. Like, the Pistons, like, if you're the Celtics, you're going to have to go on a substantial run. Like, something like a 24-6 run or something like that to have any sort of comeback in this game. I don't know if they can get it, honestly. We'll see. We get back to action right now. 102-84, and the jumper is good from the perimeter by Boston off the inbound. That's Peyton Pritchard. 15-point game. If they can get this with, like, 6 minutes left, we got a 15-point game right now. If they can get it to 11, then don't count them out just yet. I'm going to have to get this to 11, though. Cade Cunningham dribbles up, circles around, kick out to the corner. Into the hands to Ron Holland. He's had to answer here in the second half. He floats up the runner, scores. Going to get difficult right now. Celtics cannot give up more than 6 points in the next 7 minutes if they want to come on back in this game. Pritchard. Bounce pass off to Horford. Slides it off to White. Jacks up the 3. Missed off the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound. And Beasley rips it away from Pritchard. 104-87. 17-point lead. Cunningham. Spin cycle over White with a left hand. He scores. Up and through. It's good for 2. There's 4 points out of the 6 right there. 106-87. You can only allow one more basket in the final 6.5 minutes if you want to complete a comeback. Horford takes a 3 and makes it. 106-90 right now. Under 6:30 left to go. Harris crosses midcourt. Going to slow it down. Puts the ball into the hands to Cade Cunningham. Cade, he's working on Holiday 101. Crossover as he dribbles towards his right. Top of the key for Cade for the timer. Cade at the top of the free throw circle. Hoist up a tough jumper. That sailed out of bounds, and there's a shot clock violation. All right, that helps out the Celtics cause. 106-90. I'm not sure about this. Joe Mazzulla, is he really going to throw the white towel this early? He's got J.D. Davison, Baylor Shireman, Xavier Tillman, Jordan Walsh all hanging out at the scorers table right now, looking to see when they'll check into the game. So Joe Mazzulla might be throwing the white flag here. Like, come on. Under 6 minutes left. You still got a chance. You got to get this to 11 very quick. You got to play this at least, like, take a possession by possession. Horford inside the key. Horford, tough hook shot, no good. Around the rim and out to rebound secure by Holland. Pistons with possession, 106-90. Ron Holland. Bounce pass off to Harris. Holland having a big fourth quarter. Harris backs his way mid-block. Harris double teamed outside. Holland push pass left wing off to Cunningham. Cunningham drives on Holiday. Jumper, got it. 108-90. Yeah, that should be the exclamation points. 5:15 left to go. Horford laces up a three, rattled out, no good. A rebound secure by the Pistons. Nope, they lost it. Goes right back over to the Celtics with Derek White, who scooped up the loose ball. Tatum has it at the right wing for JT. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum for the timer. Crossover. Step back three in the air. Off the back rim. No good. Missed by Tatum. Peyton Pritchard off. It's a rebound. Off to Horford. Outside. Pritchard with a three. Off the mark. No good. And the wheels have fallen off as Drew Holiday picks up the loose ball foul. And it'll go back to the Pistons. And this one looks like an L tonight for Boston. Man, this Pistons team for sure is for real. Jordan Walsh, Baylor Shireman, Xavier Tillman, J.D. Davison all checking onto the floor. Drew Peterson also on the court as well. And Joe Mazzulla waves the white flag, and this game is done for Boston. Congrats to the Pistons, man. 8 straight wins. Tied for 5th right now in the Eastern Conference. Just a half game back behind the Pacers for 4th. I mean, wow. What a statement Detroit made. This snaps a 12-game losing streak for the Pistons going back to February of 2022 against the Celtics. Ron Holland, baseline dribble, lost it, turnover, poked away by J.D. Davison. Go off to Shireman. This is a completely different Pistons team. This team is hungry. Davison on a three, missed off the mark, no good. A rebound ripped away by Tobias Harris. I'll be back on Friday night. Celtics against the Cavs, and hopefully better luck there for Boston on Friday night, because this game tonight, they buried 23s and lost this game. That's a very very weird feat for them to happen, to not have anything tonight, because they had a season worst 29 rebounds in this game. They got smashed on the glass. Smashed on the glass for sure. 48-29 Pistons in rebounds tonight. 17 turnovers by the Celtics, and the points in the paint wasn't even close. 60-20 in points in the paint. 110-90. Harris, jumper, fall away, swoosh. This ain't your typical Pistons team anymore. This team's looking real good right now. 54% shooting for Detroit, only 42% for the Celtics tonight. Peterson lines up a three right down the middle. He's got it. 21 made threes. It's going to result in a loss for the Celtics. You don't see that too often. Yeah, they didn't shoot the ball bad from the perimeter for them. It's just they never really bothered tonight to attack the rim, and that's why Jaylen Brown, that loss without Jaylen Brown tonight, just so critical, because there was no tone setter for them today. This is something you don't see too often. The Celtics shoot 44% from three. They make 21 threes, and they're losing like this. Yo, it's a really nice day outside, Jeffrey. That's awesome, man. $112.93. Final 2:40 left to go. Pistons just dominated this second half. Put up 34 points in the third quarter, limited the Celtics to 24. The Celtics only got 14 points right now in the fourth. Shireman, Davison, outside. Tillman, his shot's way off the mark. I can't believe they still have Xavier Tillman on this roster. Like, he's barely played at all this season. This ball tips around, offensive rebound right back over to Jordan Walsh. Bad pass by Drew Peterson, picked off by the Pistons as they go on fast break transition. Number 7 underneath with Paul Reed, former Philadelphia 76er. Missed the first shot, second shot, he puts it off the putback. 114.93. And he got fouled as well. He'll shoot a free throw coming up at the line. Yeah, that's going to be huge. If the Pistons beat the Nuggets, then for sure, like, legit. I think we're going to have a conversation about who's going to be stopping this team in the playoffs, beating the defending champs and the previous champs before the defending champs in back-to-back games. Hosting the Nuggets, and then they got a relatively easy schedule. So, yeah, Tatum's off the court right now. They got all the bench guys in the game. Xavier Tillman with an offensive rebound off the Drew Peterson miss, and Peterson, he got fouled at the far side corner. Reaching foul charge to the Pistons here. Their schedule gets really easy for the next couple weeks, too, for Detroit. So after this, they got Denver hosting Denver on Friday. And then here we go. Brooklyn, Utah, the Clippers, Golden State. There's a couple teams in there that are like playoff teams or so. The Blazers, the Wizards twice, and then OKC. I mean, that's a fairly easy schedule besides the Clippers, Golden State, and then OKC later on that stretch in mid-March. And then they get the Pelicans in there. April. They got one heck of a schedule, though. Once they turn the page into April, this is what they got. OKC, Toronto, Memphis, Sacramento, the Knicks, and then twice against the Bucks. That's a tough schedule in the month of April. A jumper at the top of the key, and it's good for Detroit. Number 43 drills the three with Lindy Waters III. Man, you don't see this too often. The Celtics get absolutely punked in tonight's game here. Pistons came up with a steal, and they threw it out of bounds, though. 1 minute left. Celtics with way too many turnovers. 17 of those turnovers tonight. Yeah, it goes to show that you really need Jaylen Brown. A tough loss tonight here. Jaylen Brown. Just want to see what their record is this season without him. It's been out, I think, like 9 games. He's missed time this year. They've won most of those. 7-2. Just stunning. Because Porzingis hasn't been playing well recently for him. He was great last month. He was on fire a month ago, but right now he just hasn't looked himself. Shots go down at the line for J.D. Davison, 117.96 now with 30 seconds left. Got to give it to the Pistons. This team's going to be tough to beat right now, and they are red hot. This is now 8 straight victories in a row here. Yeah. That's with a great point there. Yeah, based on how they're playing, even though they don't have much playoff experience, the Bucks they've been like a seesaw this year. They've been hot, they've been cold, they've been hot, they've been cold. If they catch the Bucks at the right time when they're cold, then yeah, they can definitely advance on to Eastern Conference semis. And I don't think they're gonna take on the Knicks because I see them greater than a 6 seed. They're probably gonna either be a 4 or 5 when this is all said and done, because there's a pretty big gap between a 3 and a 4, and in the Eastern Conference for seeding. Yeah, the Knicks are like 4.5 games above the Pacers. But still, they're 5 games back, and the Knicks is still not out of reach. They could potentially even work their way up to a 3 if the Knicks start slipping back somehow for them. But the Knicks are in danger when they get to the playoffs, especially if the Pistons get a 6. That's a pretty generous seed for them to get that seed, because the Knicks have shown that they cannot beat signature teams. They've lost 2 in a row against the Pistons right now. Yeah, they were showing a graphic earlier on. The Pistons are 5th all time right now for biggest season turnaround. It's I saw it was a 38% winning percentage higher than last year for the Pistons. And the 07-08 Celtics, they were the best turnaround all time at like 51% for a turnaround swing in the winning percentage. So right now the Pistons rank 5th all time in winning percentage turnarounds currently. And this game goes final. Celtics got absolutely smashed tonight. 117-97, the final score. This Pistons team, absolutely legit for them. I mean, big props out for the Pistons. They snap a 12-game losing streak against the Celtics, their first win in over 3 years, and this team looks different this year. It's now 8 straight wins in a row, and the Celtics are going to take on another team that's won 8 straight games in a row that's well-rested on Friday. That's going to be Cleveland. See you guys back on the Friday night. Celtics against the Cavs. And, wow, Pistons. What a game for them. 26 points off the bench by Malik Beasley. Went 10 for 15 from the floor. 6 for 11 from 3 in 22 minutes. 21 points by Cade Cunningham with 11 assists. Double-double by Jalen Duren as well. He had 13 points and 11 rebounds. 16 points, 9 rebounds by Tobias Harris, shining in his role here in Detroit. And Tim Hardaway Jr., he finished with 9. Ozar Thompson, he padded the stat sheet. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 steals, which tied a career high tonight for Ozar Thompson. Jason Tatum finished with 27. 18 each by Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. They had a really good second quarter. They outscored the Pistons 35-26 in the second quarter, tied up the game at halftime, but third quarter, fourth quarter, they just fell out flat, and they just couldn't compete, and they got outscored by 20 in the second half, and they lost this game, could only muster 97. They had a really, really tough game on the glass tonight, and just minimal impact out of Porzingis. And Porzingis just did not look like himself tonight. 11 points, 4 for 11 shooting, only 2 rebounds, 0 blocks, a minus 24 on the floor. He just looked out of place tonight. And just really just a poor game of the Celtics, where turnovers were an issue, rebounding was a major issue, paint defense was a huge issue, and those are some big problems. Points on transition allowed. I mean, it was a really, really off game tonight. They ran into a Pistons team that just took it to them, played physical. The Celtics had a lot of tough time with that physicality tonight in this matchup. Thanks so much, all, for joining in. And I'll be back on Friday night. Appreciate you guys for being a part in the stream for this one. Before you sign off, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Tonight, we'll close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. You got Jason, Bradley, Ward, Kelly, I Am Ghost, Denisha Player, Asia, Ice Baby, Katie Ogie, SGA Sports Talk, Lonely Satellite, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, and Mark. I'll see you guys back on Friday night. Celtics against Cavs. Celtics look to see if they can turn it around. They've only lost twice in a row, once this year. That was December 23 and Christmas Day against the Magic and the Sixers on Christmas. That's it. I'm going to have to avoid that losing streak now as they'll take on the East best Cleveland in the next game, trying to track down the Cavs. They're 6.5 game spots behind 6.5 games back behind the Cavs, though. And the Cavs are just playing out in their minds, winning 8 straight. This Pistons team also tying a league most 8 straight right now. Big props to the Pistons here. What a turnaround for this team this season, and they look like they're going to be a force come playoff time in around a month and a half from now. I'll be back on Friday night. Thanks all for joining in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night, folks.